Hello students, this is Vinay sir, your mathematics teacher. Once again I welcome you all to the online class organized by Alchemy School. Till now we all have discussed what is fraction, what are the different types of fraction, how we can add two fractions, how we can subtract two fractions, how we can multiply and how we can divide two fractions. Today we all are going to discuss about decimal numbers. So let's try to understand what are decimal numbers. Okay, so decimal numbers are the numbers which are represented with decimal points. Okay, these numbers lie between any two numbers. Okay, we all have studied, we all have discussed about many number patterns. Okay, we know about natural numbers, we know very well about whole numbers, and already we all have discussed in first chapter, and that is integer. Okay, so we have to understand there are countless numbers available between any two number, whether it is natural number, whole number or integers, and these countless numbers are represented with the help of decimal numbers, or we can represent them with the help of fractions. So we all have discussed about fractions. So let's try to understand the decimal numbers that represent the number lie between any two given numbers, whether it is whole number, natural number or integer. Okay, so we will try to understand it by taking example. Okay, so I have taken the example here. We have to find the numbers which are available between 3 and 4. Okay, so we can represent these number by using decimal. Okay, as I have written here, 3 can be written as 3.0 and 4 can be written as 4.0. Between these two numbers there are countless number as 3.1, 3.2, 3.3, 3.4, 3.5, 3.6, 3.7, 3.8, 3.9. So these numbers lie between 3 and 4. When we take another example, suppose that we have two decimal numbers, 3.5 and 3.6 we have. We have to find the numbers which are available between 3.5 and 3.6. So again we have many numbers, again we have countless number between these two given numbers. Okay, so we can see it, 3.5 can be written as 3.50 and 3.6 can be written as 3.60. So between 3.50 and 3.60 again we have many numbers and we can write them 3.51, 3.52, 3.53, 3.54, 3.55, and these are the numbers which are available between 3.50 and 3.60. Again we can take one more example to understand it clearly. Suppose when we have two number 3.50, 3.52 and 3.53. Okay, so again there are many number, again there are countless number available between 3.52 and 3.53. Okay, and these number can be written as 3.521, this is the first number, 3.522, 3.523, this is the next number, and like this we have these all numbers available between 3.52 and 3.53. Okay, so now clearly we all can say decimal numbers are the numbers which are represented with decimal point, and these numbers lie between any two numbers. Okay, let's try to understand what are the different types of decimal number. Okay, so there are two different types of decimal number. One is like decimal and the second is unlike decimal. So first we will try to understand what are like decimals. Okay, so let's see what are like decimal. Okay, so like decimal, the numbers having equal number of digits after decimal, equal number of digits after decimal toward the right side are called like decimal. Okay, we can understand it clearly when we observe the example. Like decimals are the numbers which have equal number of digits after decimal point. Here the number of digits are 2, here also the number of digits are 2, in this number the number of digits after decimal point are also 2, and the same the number of digits after decimal point is 2. So when we observe these given numbers, we will find that these numbers have equal digit after decimal point. So these numbers are called like decimal. Okay. Now let's discuss about the second type of decimal number, that is unlike decimal. So unlike decimal, the decimal numbers which are not like decimal are called unlike decimal. Not like decimal means the decimal numbers which don't have equal number of digits after decimal point are considered as unlike decimal. Okay. So we can understand it clearly when we observe these given example. Here in this number we have only one digit after decimal point. In this number we have two number of digits after decimal point. In this number we have three number of digits after decimal point. So here it has one digit, here it has two digits, and here it has three digits. So in all these cases we can say the number of digits after decimal are different. So it is considered as unlike decimal. Okay. So when we have an unlike decimal, how we can convert it into like decimal? Suppose that we have two decimal number and these numbers are 3.5 and 4.52. So here we can see the number of digits after decimal point is here one digit and here two digits. Okay, it means clearly we can see these two numbers are unlike decimal. Can we convert them into like decimal? So yes, we can convert, because 3.5 can be written as 3.50. Okay, and 4.52, it has already two digits after decimal point. So when we write 52, now it is in the form of like decimals. So when we have two unlike decimals, we can easily convert them into like decimal by putting the 0 at the end of the number. Okay. So now we all are going to discuss about the place value of the different digits given in a decimal number. Okay. So let's see. Okay students, so now we all are going to discuss here. Now we all are going to understand how we can find the value of different places given in a decimal number. Already in previous classes we have discussed how we can find the place value of different digits for a whole number or for a natural number. Okay. Now we will try to understand how we can find the value of decimal places. Okay. So to understand these things, first of all we have to understand any decimal number can be divided into three parts. One part represents whole number, second part is this decimal point, and third part is represented by decimal places. Okay, third part will be represented by this decimal places. Okay, we all know first place in a whole number is represented by ones place. Okay, so the place value of first digit will be 1, and because on this place 5 is there, so it will be multiplied by 5 and we get the place value of 5 as 5. When we talk about the second place, so it is on the tens place, so the place value of digit is 10, and because 1 is there, so it will be multiplied by 1 and we get the result 10. The third place is represented by 100 and 3 is there, so it will be multiplied by 3 and we get 300. The same time, the first digit after decimal point is represented by 1 upon 10. So 1 upon 10 is the place value of first digit. It is called 10th place. Okay, and because on that place 1 is there, so we can write it 1 upon 10 into 1 is equal to 1 upon 10. When we write it in the form of decimal, we can write 0.1. The same time, the second place after decimal is represented by 1 upon 100 and it is considered 100th place. So on 100th place there is 6. So we can multiply 1 upon 100 into 6 and it will be 6 upon 100. When we write it in decimal form, we can write 0.06. The next way, the third digit, that is represented by 1 upon 1000. It is 1000th place. Okay, and because 7 is there, so 1 upon 1000 is multiplied by 7, 7 upon 1000, and when we write it in decimal form, we can write 0.007. Okay, so this is how we can find the place value of these different places of a decimal number. Okay, you can apply the same procedure to solve your exercise. Okay, so now we all are going to discuss here how we can write a given number in expanded form. Okay, so let's see. Suppose that we have a number 3.1456 and we all are going to represent the given number in expanded form. So how we can represent it? Okay, simply we can write the given number as 3 plus 0.1 plus 0.04 plus 0.005 plus 0.000 and 6. Okay, so now we can write it 3 plus 1 upon 10 plus 4 upon 100 plus 5 upon 1000 plus 6 upon 10,000. Okay, we have converted these decimal places into fraction here. How we can convert a decimal number into fraction? We know that if we have a number 1.6 and we are going to convert it into fraction, we can write 16 upon 10. Why 10? Because after the decimal places we have only one digit, so we will write here only 10. If we have 1.25, so it can be written as 125 upon 100. If we have 1.356, so we can write here 1356 upon 1000. So here 3 digits, so we have written 1000. Here there are 2 digits, so we have written here 100. If we have 1 digit, we write 10. So this is the way how we can convert a decimal number into fraction. Okay, so the same procedure we have applied here and we have converted the given decimal number into fraction. Now in next procedure we can write here 3 into 1. Why 1? Because this 3 represent unit place. Then we have to multiply 1 into 1 upon 10. Because we have 1 here, so we have to multiply 1 by its value. Okay, the value of this place is 1 upon 10. The same way we will multiply 4 by 1 upon 100. Okay, because 4 represent 100th place, so we will multiply it 1 by 100. The same way the next number will be multiplied by 1 upon 1000, and the same way we can multiply 6 into 1 upon 10,000. So now this is the way how we can represent a given number in expanded form. Okay, the next topic that we all are going to discuss here, that is multiplication of decimal number. So let's see how we can multiply when we have 2 decimal. Okay, the first question I have taken here, 3.14 is multiplied by 5. Okay, so we are multiplying a decimal number by a whole number here. So simply you can multiply these 2 numbers and you can write your answer. We can convert this number into fraction, and how we can multiply the fractions you know very well. Okay, so let's try to convert it into fraction. So we can write it 314 upon 100 into 5 upon 1. Simply we know that we can multiply the numerators, we can multiply the denominators. We can write 314 into 5 upon 100 into 1. When we multiply these value, 5 4s are 20, 5 1s are 5 on 7, and 5 3s are 15. So we have 1570, 1570. When we multiply these two numbers, we get 100. Okay, now we can cancel this 0 by this 0 and we can write our answer here 157 upon 10. In denominator there is 10, so we can write 15.7 and 15.7 is answer for this question. Now the second question we have two decimal here 1.25 and it is multiplied by 1.2. Same way we can now convert these two given decimal numbers into fraction. So we can write 125 upon 100 and it is multiplied by 12 upon 10. So we can multiply 125 by 12 and we can multiply 100 by 10. So when we multiply these values, 12 5s are 60, 12 2s are 24 and 6 30, 12 1s are 12 and so 1500, and when we multiply these two we get the result 1000, 0 0 0 0. Now we have 15 upon 10, so this 15 upon 10 can be written as 1.5. So this 1.5 is answer for this question. The same way we can multiply the next one. We have 1.2 and it is multiplied by 1.05. So 1.2 can be written as 12 upon 10. It is multiplied by 105 upon 100. We can multiply these two values, 12 into 105 and 10 into 100. So when we multiply this, we get 12 5s are 60, 0 6, 12 1s are 12 and we have 1000. 0 0 will be cancelled. Now we have 126 upon 100. This 126 upon 100 can be written as 1.26. So answer for this question is 1.26. Okay. So now students, we all are going to discuss here how we can perform division of decimal numbers. Okay. How we can divide a decimal number by a whole number. How we can divide a decimal number by a decimal number, we will learn here. So let's see the first example. The first example is we have 2.14 and 2.14 is divided by 10. Simply we can divide 2.14 by 10 by applying a simple method that already we have studied in our previous class. It is divided by 10, so 10 zeros are 0, 2 point will go here, 1, 10 2s are 20, 1, 4, 10 1s are 10, 4, 0, 10 4s are 40 and simply we get the 0 remainder here. So the answer will be 0.214. That is the simple method that already we have performed in our previous classes. Okay. Now we all are going to learn a different method, a new method that will help you to divide two decimal number by converting them into fraction. Okay. So first of all we have to convert the first number into fraction. So we can convert it into fraction as 214 upon 100. Okay. It is divided by 10 upon 1. Okay. Now we have changed the given values into fraction here. Now simply we have to write 214 upon 100. Division will be replaced by multiplication and we have to write the reciprocal of 10 upon 1. So it will be 1 upon 10. Now we have the multiplication of two fraction, and already in the previous class we all have seen how we can perform multiplication of fraction. Numerators will be multiplied, so 214 into 1. Denominators will be multiplied, so 100 into 10. Simply we get the value 214 upon 10. 100 tens are 1000. Okay. Now because here 30 in denominator, so we have to apply point after 3 digits. So we can write here 214 1 2 3.0. So this is the answer of this question. Okay. Now let's see the next question. Next question is we have 3.5 is divided by 0.15. So 3.5 can be written as 35 upon 10 and it is divided by 15 upon 100. Okay. Now 35 upon 10 division will be replaced by multiplication and we have to write the reciprocal of 15 upon 100. So it will be 100 upon 15. Okay. Now simply we can multiply them. Okay. 35 into 100 upon 10 into 15. Okay. We can divide this 100 by 10. 10 ones are 10 and 10 tens are 100. Okay. Now we have 35 into 10 upon 15. Okay. We can write the answer here, 350 upon 15. Both the numbers are divisible by 5. So 5 3s are 15, 5 7s are 35. So we have 70 upon 3. We can convert 70 upon 3 into decimal value. How we can convert it into decimal? So 70 will be divided by 3. 3 2s are 6. Okay, we get the 1 and 0. 3 3s are 9. Again we have 1.0. 3 3s are 9. 1. So we can see 3 is repeated continuously here. So we can write our answer 23.33 as the answer of 70 upon 3. The value of 70 upon 3 will be 23.33 in the form of decimal. Okay. So let's see the next question. Next question we have 10.5 is divided by 0.5. Simply again we have to perform the same procedure. We have to convert the given decimal number into fraction. So when we convert it into fraction, we get 105 upon 10 is divided by 5 upon 10. Okay. Now in the second form, 105 upon 10 will be written as it is. This division will be replaced by multiplication and we have to write the reciprocal of 5 upon 10 and it will be 10 upon 5. Okay. Now simply 10 and 10 will be cancelled. 10 ones are 10, 10 ones are 10. Now we have 105 upon 5. 5 2s are 10, 5 ones are 5. So when we divide 105 by 5, we get 21 as answer. Okay. So this is the answer when we divide 10.5 by 0.5. Okay. So students, we all have seen here what is decimal number, how we can find the place value of different digits given in decimal number, how we can write a decimal number in expanded form, how we can perform the multiplication of two decimal number and how we can divide two decimal numbers. Okay, so keep practicing for this. When we meet again, then we'll discuss some more topics. Okay, so till then, keep practicing, keep learning, stay safe and stay at home. Thank you so much.